Big exciting news overnight as the push to get the problem solvers bill, which would extend enhanced unemployment benefits at $450 plus then $600 a week, is really getting good. Your work of the problem solvers is absolutely working. Additionally, minutes ago, Target announced it's hiring a lot of people, 130,000 new people it needs to hire right now for the holidays. Next, I'll be going over that enhanced unemployment benefits that could get you thousands of dollars. But the real big news today is that I now have a bunny rabbit watching this channel. Bugs Bunny is now one of the viewers. Thinks I'm a carrot, apparently. Runs in the room every time he hears my voice. Either that, he's running away from Elmer Fudd. Mitch McConnell's in the other room. And he comes as soon as he sees me on camera and just sort of stares at me. Yes. If anyone drops in the comment that I look like Carrot Top, you are just not staying around any longer. But the good news is that we are so close to getting a second stimulus package done as the movement for a bipartisan new bill is going to get a vote. Of course, the Temple Doom is expected to unveil a very disliked bill later today, if not tomorrow. And with that, the bunny rabbit's already digging her hole. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is LALATE with a big, shocking update about enhanced unemployment benefits, FPUC, UI, LWA, and a lot of details about second stimulus check and stimulus package. So thank you for tuning in. This is LALATE, and LALATE afternoons start every day at 3:30 with a check, then hazard pay, then FPUC. Right after this is rent, with big developments about rent. If you've not subscribed to this channel, go up and subscribe. We're approaching 270,000 subscribers for a reason. We get things done here. We get people money. We're the best community out there, and we're the strongest and firmest and most informed group of people because of the focus we are on. Next, like this video because it's going to be the best video you're going to like this week. In fact, I'm doing exactly what you liked earlier this week, which you said, bring back that enhanced unemployment benefits video. That was really good. So I am. I'm going to try to get you thousands of dollars in this video if you are eligible. So that in a second. First, great news right off the bat. Target is hiring 130,000 seasonal workers. So jobs, go get them. They're dedicated for employees will be dedicated to same-day curb service. Certainly, we continue to see the guests gravitate towards this ease and convenience and contact-free shopping in the digital arenas. Target CEO Brian Cornell says the interviews are starting right away. Target hired 130,000 seasonal workers for the holidays before, but this is up from last year, which was 120,000. So congratulations, go get it. The big great news overnight is that this letter. It was a scandal letter that rocked this country. The scandal that I have never heard before. In this letter obtained by LALATE, it detailed that there's a call for a new stimulus bill that is bipartisan. The important words in that sentence are new and stimulus and bipartisan. In fact, the word bipartisan is underlined in the letter. This letter is signed by Republicans and Democrats in the House. They're disavowing the HEROES Act. Since this letter surfaced last night and was covered this last evening and this morning on Mornings LA, there's been a whole avalanche of Democrats who have gone on the record saying, we need a new bill, and we need a new bill now. They're all saying the HEROES Act is dead. The HEROES Act is dead because it's too much money. It tried to give a bailout to Gavin and Andrew Cuomo and Gavin Newsom, $915 billion of states. No one wanted it. It was too much money. It was too inflated. It was too wrong for the time. It needs to be more narrowly tailored. Well, guess what? Everyone's getting behind the Problem Solvers Bill. The Problem Solvers Bill provides you enhanced unemployment benefits in a way that you'd absolutely categorically be excited about. When this video goes live, I will have tweeted an image that has two calendars on it, September and October. The importance of that calendar is at the top of it. I talk about provisions of the HEROES Act, the Problem Solvers Bill, that need to be revised. They freely admit the bill needs to be revised in some parts, and the part that needs to be revised for enhanced unemployment benefits is retroactive. It's not retroactive. It's like, come on now. Move that out, the cows say. That's utter nonsense. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it has to be retroactive. So it needs to be retroactive, but the rest of it's fine. Really, it's actually not fine. It's really good. $450 for 8 weeks, and then $600 for the next 5 weeks. And I know there's a more complicated calculation to it, but I'm not going to go over that. Additionally, it does not have that $100 threshold from LWA that disqualified a lot of viewers of this channel. If you don't know what I'm referring to, it doesn't concern you. But this is insanely good. Sherrod Brown out of Ohio today slammed Steve Mnuchin when appearing before a House subcommittee, the banking committee, with Jerome Powell, head of the Federal Reserve, and said, you know what? I can get enough votes right today from Republicans and Democrats to get a vote for a $600 FPUC extension. Why aren't we getting it done? Steve Mnuchin is just like, now there's a problem with that remark. The problem with that remark is the $600. Republicans don't support $600. I don't support $600. $600 is unfounded. It's not a true and correct number. If the true and correct number is anything from 400 to about 550 approximately, $600 is too rich a number. Even the CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, says it's too rich a number. But the great news is that the heat is on. Your work in going on social media, pushing behind the problem solvers, pushing with the president, and pushing with the people for stimulus is working. There's 3 pressure points that you need to be focused on today. And they are, first, getting behind the problem solvers, getting behind the blue dogs, and getting behind the new Democrat coalition. It's working because the new Democrat coalition's members are actually talking to press today, saying we need to get a vote, and we got to get it done now, and it needs to be bipartisan, and it needs to be a new bill. Really great. Second, you need to push the president. His inability to do executive order is unacceptable. He has always touted he's going to give you a second stimulus check, touted he's going to give you enhanced unemployment benefits extended. Well, you got enough money to do both. Carry us to December. Get it done. You don't do it? Well, you're gone. Third one that you need to push the pressure on is seats for stimulus. These congressional leaders now really feel the pressure. Steny Hoyer, who is Nancy Pelosi's biggest advocate, Democrat, ran out of her office admitting there's a big feud, saying we can't do this anymore. We got to do something right now. We got to put a bill up for a vote. All across the board, Democrats are clamoring. Republicans are clamoring. Everyone is rushing left and right because they realize the situation is very economically unsound. You can't go into the fall election as an elected official, go back to your district and campaign starting next week saying, hi, here I am. Where's the coffee? Oh, where's the cookies? Well, then certainly your constituents are throwing the cookies at you. Yeah, no one is going to get reelected with no stimulus package offered to their citizens. And what I mean by stimulus package offered, I mean a law. I don't mean a bill. And that's why all the letters today say we need to get this done right now. Some people are just so irate about it, they're taking things into their own hands. Jamie Butrella out of Washington's district, she's a congressional leader in the 3rd Congressional District, says, you know what, Pelosi's just unacceptable. I've introduced this legislation so we can go around Speaker Pelosi's unwillingness to get this done. She says that 9,500 businesses in Southwest Washington, where she works, can't get the money they need to do it right now, or they're going to go belly up. I mean, this is someone working before the election. She's also one of the people who signed this letter. The incredible scandal letter that rocked this channel overnight says, we strongly believe until the House has successfully sent a new bipartisan COVID-19 relief legislation to the Senate, our place remains here. It says don't go home. What's important to understand is there are going to be a lot of distractions coming up. And I want to tell you the distractions so that you ignore them. I understand someone's probably going to drop in the comments that this and that and this and that. So I want you to see know the distraction now before you see those comments. First, you're going to see potentially a $2.4 trillion bill coming from the Temple of Doom in the next 24 hours. There are hints and suggestions and comments on the record that she's floating a $2.4 trillion bill. It's a waste of everyone's time. And if it's unveiled, I don't want you to say, oh, Nancy unveiled it, because It's a waste of everyone's time. In fact, she's been told it's a waste of her time and a waste of our time because no one's voting for anything that's 2.4. It's too high. If it's 2, 2.0, yes. If it's 2.4, no. No one's approving that. Next, there is a lot of news articles that are going to say Congress is going home, or are leaving, these sort of vague verbs, are heading to leave or about to leave. I don't want to see comments from people that says they're leaving. This is sort of like Fox News back in July. They're all gone. They're all gone. No, they're not leaving. In fact, the letter that I read on camera says, we're not leaving. We are not leaving. You want to leave, you can leave. We're not leaving, and we're going to call for a vote as we sit here. That's the next thing I want you to understand. Our constituents do not want us home campaigning while businesses continue to shutter, families struggle to pay bills, food bank lines lengthen, schools struggle to reopen, pressures grow on hospital systems, said the letter. Enhanced unemployment benefits. Thousands of dollars you could be getting, despite everything that we're talking about with this channel in the last 8 minutes of this video. Enhanced unemployment benefits is something you can get right now if you're eligible. And I did that video 2 days ago, but I'm going to bring it back because people said, boy, that was helpful. All right, enhanced unemployment benefits are the following. When you get on unemployment, whether you're on UI or PUA, you enter at the base level benefits of your state. What are base level benefits? They're basically, every state has a range of unemployment benefits. They start at a number and they cap up at a number up above. It goes in a range. I call the entry level number the base level. You can call it entry level, base level. I call the highest number maximum benefits. That's what I call it. And then I call the whole process escalated benefits, because you may not get all the way to maximum. You may get in the middle. So you're escalating. You're trying to raise it up. Ultimately, you can call it whatever you want to call it. And it's as simple as that. What are the numbers? Well, every state has a different number. So every state you start at a different base level number. Every state you max out at a different maximum number. In the Northeast, New England, it's very high. In the Southwest, it's very low. So it just depends on the state. Some states pay out a lot of money. Some states pay out very little. That's what you need to start with. How do you find that number? You just go on Google, type in unemployment benefits range state by state. They'll show you the numbers. All right, so how do you know if you're eligible to go above where you're starting at? You're at the base level. You want to know, can I go up higher? Am I eligible? You are eligible if your 2019 gross revenue on your taxes is at least about $30,000. If it's a little bit less, then understand this. I have generally seen that when people are at over $30,000 gross rev 2019, they are close to, if not at maximum benefits. Got that? So if you're not at that threshold, but a little bit lower, you might be somewhere in the range, which is still you're escalating, you're raising up your benefits. Incredible, great news. How big a difference can this be? Well, most states escalate maximum benefits are $300, $400 a week, and you may be at 100 something per week. It could be a difference of $200 a week. $200 a week, and we're into this already 10 weeks, 20 weeks. Let's say it's 20 weeks. 20 weeks at $200 a week. What is that? It's a couple dollars. It's a couple dollars. So you need to go get that. How do you go get that? Well, get your 2019 tax return out, pull it out, look at line 1, gross rev, get a copy of the tax return, get it into PDF format, put it on your computer, convert it to PDF format. You go online. There's some free applications online, websites where you can convert a document to PDF if you don't have it in PDF, or scan it, go to Staples to scan and make it into a PDF. Get it on your computer. Then write a letter to your state's unemployment office saying, hi, thank you for your time. I understand that I might qualify for escalated benefits, or I might be qualify for maximum benefits, which in our state are X dollars. Here's my 2019 tax return. Can you please see how much I would qualify for escalated benefits? Now, if you made, $90,000 or $80,000 a year, clearly you're at maximum benefits. At that point, you can say, I think I am at maximum benefits. I've been on benefits for something number of weeks. Can you please look at it? Thank you. Sincerely, this. Convert the letter to PDF. Attach the tax return to the letter, and then send it on its way. How do you send it on its way? That's actually the hardest part of this whole discussion. I've been doing escalated benefits videos since April 25th when this channel launched, and that was always the hardest question. It's like, how do I send it? Some states allow you to upload documents, which are digital documents, PDFs. So that's the easiest way. If your state does not allow you to upload anything and there's no place to email them, then you're going to have to go to the post office and mail a priority mail so they get a 2-day mail, and then call them up and follow up with them. Thousands of dollars could be yours. Let me answer some of your 508 questions from yesterday. FPUC needs to be done by Congress. If not, it will only be $300 again. Wayne Jens, I don't care what they say, pass it right now. Tamika, FPUC needs to be done by Congress. If it's not, it'll be only $300 again. Amen. Melissa, as soon as our benefits expire, our elected officials should be restricted to $0 a week. I love that. Melania, Mitch Boy should dress up for Halloween like a lobster. Vicky, no representative is going to go home in a week. I know Nancy P. say they're staying if no stimulus checks will be apprehensive. So bring on the stimulus and unemployment. Help Purple Power will prevail. Yes and no, Vicky. I mean, some people are threatening to go home. So hence the reason why there's a push to say we're not going home. Kimberly, seems to me that they're afraid of getting hurting their colleagues' feelings or friends. Tracy, we need this in August. Amy, that's Cootie. We've already discussed this. Craig Samal, and the stock market crashed 525 points today. That's got to help. It does, and I got that in a couple comments. I forgot to respond to it. So every time the economy looks bad, it makes more impetus for these people to get things done. When the economy looks good, and this, and Tesla stock is racing up, 300 points in 5 days, they're like, everything's great. Why do we need stimulus? Now, when the stock market's crashing, things don't look good. And the more simplistic answer to the situation is a lot of these congressmen have stocks. So now that their stock portfolios are down, they realize, oh, maybe it's not going so well, the economy. It's literally as simple as that. James Kidd, I don't understand why the president doesn't sign executive order. No one understands it. He needs to get it done. Denise Fernandez, the president needs to do executive order. Pelosi will not negotiate. It's not her job not to negotiate. We're going around her, but I agree with you about the president. Shelby, we've been in this too long. Ron Don, make sure they get this done. Vicky Vaught, praying for a miracle. Colin, it's not a miracle. We're going to get it done. Colin Pierce, and Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief to vilify, I say unto you, Matthew 17:20. Well, thank you. Charlotte Dixon, hello, Elliot from Indiana. Start making LW payments for 6 weeks yesterday, all in one payment. God bless. I'm glad you got that. Lori Donaldson, FPUC needs to be retroactive. Amen. She wants $400 from August to January. I think you get more than that, Lori. I really do, but I agree with you. Rosemary, they won't even let us apply for rent here. Jamie Barkson, stay strong, Purple Power. David Brass, well, Virginia has not issued any of the LWA money. How many weeks are there, and when are we getting it? I don't know. What I do know is that all the states who applied for LWA are now paying out the 6 weeks. If you applied for 6 weeks, Florida didn't apply for 6 weeks, but they're paying out the 6 weeks, and that's it. There's nothing more than that. In fact, the day started with a stock analyst talking about the Apple stock and said he thinks that the Apple stock is going to take a tank because we don't have enhanced unemployment benefits yet extended by act of Congress. You see how everyone sort of sees things are going on? People aren't idiots. We don't ignore things. We all understand it. And that is really the spirit that we've done. We have, in an incredible week, done stuff that we never would have thought we could do. We've taken the situation from a one-woman show where she told us what to do and how to think and how to breathe and how to eat to a situation in which we're trying to get this done with a lot of different pushes and focal points, whether it's the Blue Dogs and the problem solvers of the White House or making seats for stimulus such a vocal point. We're fighting, and we're fighting very hard. That's the spirit of the Purple Power. You continue to do it. Stay positive, stay motivated. If there was ever time to subscribe to this channel, it's today. It's a great community, 270,000 subscribers. Go front the channel and subscribe. And also like this video, because who has taken the time to do a unemployment video every single day since April 25th? Uninterrupted. That's a great run. I love that you're part of this community. Thank you, and stay with me for next after this is Rent. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay up LA for more.